Hello and welcome back to The World This Week with me, Jonathan Steele. Now, in this second part of the programme, we're going to be looking to the future of Afghanistan and asking what lies ahead after US troops withdraw in 2014. Will Afghanistan be able to overcome corruption, achieve peace and become a functioning democracy? And what role will international powers like Pakistan and India play in its future? Well, with me in the studio, I'm delighted to reintroduce Orzula Ashraf Nemat, Afghan researcher and civil society activist, and Sheikh Abdullah Anas, founder of the Taruf Association and a former Mujahideen fighter against the Soviet occupation. On the phone, we have Labour peer Lord Nazir Ahmed, Professor Anatole Lieven, Chair of International Relations at the War Studies Department of King's College London, and author of Pakistan, a Hard Country, and Hamid Habibzai, former journalist and editor-in-chief at the Research School for Media and Communications, which facilitates academic research in Afghanistan. Well, let me come to you, Hamid Habibzai. How realistic do you think it is that the Taliban may actually control the levers of power again in Afghanistan once the Americans and the other foreign troops leave?
The problem started with the invasion of Afghanistan, followed by major war crimes in the history of Afghanistan, and still continues, which need to be stopped immediately. Since then, the U.S. has turned the country over the warlord, and now the country is heading toward disaster. Many people show sympathy with the Taliban because there are injustice in the ground. And just last Sunday morning in Kunduz, state gunmen knocked several doors in a village. When a family member got up to answer the knocks, he has been shot on the spot. U.S. Army, Karzai regime, and all other involved organizations confirmed that the victims were civilians. The question arises here, why the killers still on state duty, why they kill civilians if the mission is to support peace and democracy, where the Afghan constitution. The reality is that the U.S. lead force used a tactic called Hegelian dialectic. The state gunmen massacred people in Kunduz, and the other day they managed to explode a funeral in Jalalabad to turn the attention from the U.S.-sponsored state crimes to the other issue. This is something because of injustice in the country. In the victims, therefore, many people joined the Taliban movement to resist in revenge.
But what about let's look ahead to when the U.S. troops are not there, and therefore, in theory, the need to resist the U.S. troops is not there. Will the Afghan National Army be able to hold back the Taliban, or will the Taliban conquer the country?
This is, I think, impossible because Taliban gained a lot of the majority of support within the villagers. Look, Afghanistan is not a country of city. Afghanistan is a country of villages, rural areas. There are many people in the rural areas. They show sympathy with the Taliban because of the injustice in corruption within the government. So Taliban gets stronger day by day. This is something confirmed by the international security force and also by many reports we have from Afghanistan, news reports. So I think there would be a problem, challenges ahead if America pull out, United States pull out from Afghanistan. The military, the current armies, forces, police in Afghanistan is unable to, to compete with the Taliban because the force, the structure of the force in police run by U.S. Army, the U.S. dollars, and as soon as they stop the dollar on them, the army will...
Well, thank you. Let me now turn to one of our studio